there, welcome to Table Tennis Philosophy. Today we're going to talk about sponge thickness again a little bit, another getting into the weeds of equipment changes and that kind of thing. I recently went from 1.8 Hurricane, that's the rubber I took off, that's the Nittaku Turbo Orange version, and it's 2.0 on that side. Now, I've been a big proponent of thin rubber for defensive players for quite a while, and have used it rarely playing with 2.0 or max sponge. And so some other players might be in this boat and trying to figure what would be the effect of going to the slightly thicker sponge. So here's a couple things. With 2.0 on the carbon racket, the Falk carbon offensive blade, it's a lot of fun. First of all, it's definitely faster, and as you might expect, lose a little bit of control, not a lot, but I think the jury is still out on whether this actually is going to be helpful for my game. One of the things is that since the rallies just get faster when I use my backhand, it ends up that my forehand seems faster too, even though I haven't made any change to the forehand rubber. So it's not just that the ball is going faster off of the new rubber with the thicker sponge, and that it would be hard to control that way. I got to be ready to deal with it coming back faster. I hit it faster, they come back faster. So you lose control a little bit on both ends of that, and it's a little surprising at first. The plus side is, yeah, the shots you make are really nice. Like I said, I emphasize control very much. The temptation is, with a faster racket, is to hit it faster, to hit it harder. You would think, okay, I've got something faster, I could actually back off a little bit on some of these strokes. Perhaps that might be your thinking, but no. Once you get that speed, you just want more of it. It's very satisfying to make the strong shots, and as long as I don't get carried away with that, I think it's going to work out. It actually was not a difficult adjustment at all for coaching or for warming up. Just as consistent, maybe even slightly more consistent, as long as I was making those controlled shots. The difference of 2 millimeters you wouldn't think would be much, and I think it will be an easy adjustment, but it's something, and that's where you have to kind of figure out, do you need that extra speed to compete? And I think I'm at the point where I could make a good case that that little extra speed will help me against my toughest opponents. It may actually not do much, but at least I think it's worth a try. So that's it for right now. One other word about the Hurricane rubber. I got the rubber protection sheet on there. This is the really tacky rubber where you can actually pick the ball up and it'll stick to the surface like that. I'm totally sold on that. If you ever get where you really try that and get used to it, it's hard to even imagine going back to something that wasn't tacky. That's my feeling. I've used various tacky rubbers for a while, and this is the tackiest. And the weird thing is, if you're thinking, okay, I've got Hurricane 2.0, it's going to really be fast. Your initial bounce of the ball on it is not going to bounce up fast at all. It's actually going to almost stick to the rubber. So you've got that. The speed that you're going to get is inside the sponge. You're going to have to generate it yourself. The great thing I like about the Hurricane series is that, yeah, you can get a lot of power. You're going to have to provide it, but you can also make some really slow shots. You can make some controlled shots. You can, just having the ball stick to the rubber gives you an advantage that, like I said, I think once you get used to it, it's really hard to go back. And I think there's some good reasons why the Chinese top players have been using this for a long time, and I think the trend is going to go more and more towards that sticky rubber. Yeah, that's my opinion. Hope you have a great day. We'll see you next time. Thanks.